Ba is the beginning of Bismillah. Ta is for taqwa, bewaring of Allah. And Tha is for thawab, a reward. Ja is for Jannah, the garden of paradise. Ha is for Hajj, the blessed pilgrimage. Kha is for Khatem, the seal of the prophethood given to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Da is for Deen, al-Islam, religion with Allah since time began. That is for dhikr, remembering Allah, and rise for the month of Ramadan.
Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillahi amma ba'd. It is 27th day of Muharram, 1448 AH, equivalent to the 12th of July, year 2026. You are welcome to another enlightening episode of Nigeria's most authoritative TV show on Zakat-related matters, Path to Paradise, a program packaged and powered by Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation Nigeria, where we promote compassion, sustainable development, humanitarian service, and Islamic social welfare. Today, we are focusing on one of the greatest investments any discerning mind can make, which is investing in the education of orphaned and indigent children. Around the world, millions of children remain trapped in poverty simply because they have no access to basic quality education. According to the United Nations Children's Fund, UNICEF, there are over millions, especially over 140 million children worldwide who do not have access to education. Similarly, when we also look at another data from United Nations Scientific and Cultural Organization, UNESCO, it also lends credence to this statement that over 250 million children, young, are vulnerable and also do not have access to quality education, no thanks to poverty which is induced by multidimensional indexes. That is why when we also look at this case, Nigerian's case also calls for concern, where again, UNESCO data also estimates that not less than about 10 million children are out of school age in Nigeria, also due to multidimensional poverty. And that is why today's edition of Path to Paradise is going to focus on why Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation, your foundation that promotes compassion, that promotes social inclusion, humanitarian development, and Islamic social welfare for the orphans and the indigents. Why is this foundation so keen in also participating in bringing smiles on the faces of Nigerian children who are orphaned and also vulnerable under their initiative called Orphans, Indigents Education Support Program? But before we go into the details, we shall go on our first break. Before we go into the details of this particular episode, let us take our first break by looking at the field report of the intervention of Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation. Please stay tuned. We shall be back after this time out.
Ramadan.
This is the story of Abdurrahman Showe Mimo, a 12-year-old boy who lost his mother from birth. Abdurrahman Showe Mimo is an orphan whose mother died immediately after his birth. Till date, he has never set his eyes on his biological father. In February 2020, he dropped out of school due to financial challenges. and it seems like his dream of becoming a pilot will never be achieved. Will Abdurrahman survive this hurdle? Will he ever return to school?
The life of 12-year Abdurrahman Showemimo can be described as an unsteady one, a fairy tale to the many around him. Having lost his mother same day he was born, his journey in life became unclear. As a one-day-old orphan with an aged grandmother, his battle for sustenance began too early.
My name is Amo Shoemino. I'm 10 years old. I live at Mushi.
Since birth, 12-year-old Abdurrahman has never set his eyes on his father, making him lack direct and adequate parental care.
Last year.
In February 2020, he dropped out of school due to unavailability of financial resources. His late grandmother, who took care of him from day one, tried every means to get him returned to school, but no one was available to help. And it seems like his dream of becoming a pilot has been shattered. After the COVID-19 pandemic period, his maternal uncle, Ridwanullah Abdul Karim, who took custody of him after the demise of his guardian and grandmother, visited Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation to seek help to return Abdurrahman to school.
Ridwan Abdul Karim. Bale Jesse.
Mo jẹ́ uncle sí.
Okay. So Abdurrahman Showemimo.
Yes.
Spell it.
S-H-O.
S.
S-H-O.
Okay.
W-I.
So well. It cannot be hidden. S-H-O-W-E-M. M-I. So well, me.
M-I-M-O.
Okay.
So well, me, mom.
Yes.
Okay. Ẹ̀yin ni uncle ẹ̀.
Yes.
Okay. Ṣọ́dọ̀ ẹ̀yin ló ń gbé?
Yeah.
Okay. Ìgbà ni bàbá ìṣaláìsí?
Mọ́mí dáàdì èmi ò máa dáàdì náà. Mọ́mí ló ṣaláìsí mi tí wọ́n bí gangan mọ́mí ṣaláìsí. Ìyẹn ló fi wọ̀ lọ́dọ̀ mọ́mí tiwa.
Okay.
Ìgbà tí wọ́n wá kú nínú corona last year ló fi wọ̀ lọ́dọ̀ tí.
Okay. Ọlọ́run bá dúró tì. Ọlọ́run bá dúró tì ẹ̀yin náà. Okay, so project yìí àwọn Zakat and Sadaqat ní Nigeria ń bí àwọn executive director ní àwọn ní wọ́n ń ṣagbátẹrù program yìí. And the main thing tó fẹ́ achieve náà ni wípé báwo la ṣe fẹ́ ensure wípé àwọn orphan lẹ́yìn tí ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ tí yóò ṣẹlẹ̀ sí àwọn òbí wọn ṣẹlẹ̀ wọn yìí máa lọ sí school. So wọ́n gbéwó kalẹ̀ fún ọdún kan sí owó school, owó uniform, textbooks, owó socks àti bàtà. Wọ́n lè máa fún wọn ní owó oúnjẹ nígbà tó máa lọ sí school. Tó ń bá lọ sí school náà lédè wọn ní fún wọn lówó oúnjẹ. Owó school yẹn school náà máa san sí. Ṣùgbọ́n àwọn owó oúnjẹ yẹn àkáǹtì yẹn náà máa san sí. So ẹ̀yin náà máa make sure wípé lójoojúmọ́ àdàkọ́yẹ́ gbóngbó oúnjẹ lọ àbí wọ́n mú owó lọ sí iléèwé. Àlẹ́ mójútó ẹ̀kọ́ ẹ̀ náà torí pé tí wọ́n bá ṣe dáadáa àwọn tó ń gbówó lẹ́nu orí wọn ní wú àti máa gbówó sílẹ̀ ilé ìlàkọ̀ọ́kọ́. So oúnjẹ sí pé à ń ya fọ́tò à ń ṣe kámẹ́rà ẹ̀yin náà mọ gbogbo ẹ̀ ṣe bó ṣe rí à ń ya fọ́tò wọ́n á tún ṣe interview. The fact that none of his parents gone lower accessible sí tó yẹ pọ́dọ̀ yìí ní ìfàgbéyìí lọ́dọ̀ tí yín náà true pé
lose the so school wo ni ẹ fẹ́ kó padà sí báyìí tó wà ládùúgbò yín?
tí wà ládùúgbò wa àlùmọ̀ nígbà òun
ṣé ọ̀nà gọ́dọ̀ ló ń gbé?
náà mo ṣe lè ní gbé.
mo ṣe
náà ní gbé.
ok àlùmọ̀.
Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, all praises to Allah, all praises to Allah. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, all praises to Allah, all praises to Allah. I never thought about all the things you have given to me. I never thanked you once. I was too proud to see the truth and prostrate to you until I took the first step, and that's when you opened the doors for me. Now,
More than a year after, this is how it feels to be back to school.
Yes, I'm happy to back to school.
Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah.
Abdurrahman is a nice boy. He's a very good boy. He's attentive in class. Then alhamdulillah, he's a very, very good boy. Actually, he just started not quite long, like a week resume, like 2 weeks ago. And that is when he started the class. And alhamdulillah, he has been doing very well. He has been doing very well. And I believe that he can cope very well as time goes on.
Now that he's back to school, his dream of becoming a pilot can be pursued.
I want to become a pilot.
ìmọ̀ tí wọ́n kọ ní fún mọ́ àpìlẹ̀ àtàwọn Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation ni pé iṣẹ́ tí wọ́n ń ṣe yìí iṣẹ́ tí yásí pé Ọlọ́run bá nìkan lè sìn dálẹ̀ sàn náà tí èèyàn bá dẹ̀ ti wọ táwọn èèyàn ń sọ èèyàn ní ṣe fẹ́ ṣe dáadáa mọ́ Ọlọ́run bá ti gbé wọn kalẹ̀ láti jẹ́ olùṣèdá fáwọn èèyàn tí wọ́n túbọ̀ tẹ̀síwájú sí àwọn ìpọ́dọ̀ Ọlọ́run bá ní ọ̀bọ̀ àti àwọn retí ẹ̀san lọ́dọ̀ rẹ̀ kódà àwọn tó bá ṣe fún gan tí àwọn bá tiẹ̀ wá gbà ẹ̀ tiẹ̀ ṣe o ṣùgbọ́n wọn pé ní táwọn ti ṣe yẹn àwọn máa gbẹ̀san lọ́dọ̀ Ọlọ́run bá Ọlọ́run dábàá ẹ̀san wọn lẹ́san dáadáa ọjà sáwọn ọmọ Ọlọ́run ṣe ọjà ẹ̀san.
Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, all praises to
With a token of 5,000 naira, his dream of becoming a pilot would be achieved. Please kindly help Abrahman Showemimo and other orphans to achieve their dreams in life. Donate today to Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation. Be the reason why the poor smiles.
Of Ramadan.
Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. You are welcome back. If you are just joining us, you are watching your program, Path to Paradise, powered and packaged by Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation, Lagos. I want to tell you that this morning our telephone line is open. As usual, you can call us on our number 0811-819-3603. Let me take the number again. The number is 0811-819-3603. You can also join us on our social media platform, our Facebook, our Instagram, our Twitter, our X called Twitter, or the YouTube, to share your thoughts, to share your questions, and also to provide advice or suggestion on how we can improve our service delivery. This morning, just like we have just watched the field reports, which actually highlighted a remarkable intervention on the part of Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation, particularly looking at the case of Abdurrahman Showemimo, whose story touched the hearts of the people behind Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation. I have with me in the studio a development practitioner, humanitarian expert. He is the head of the Monitoring and Evaluation Unit of Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation, who is going to share deeper insight into this remarkable initiative and why Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation initiated, this intervention. Please join me in welcoming once again to the studio Al-Hajj Musbauddin Ismail. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa barakatuh.
It's good having you back again on Path to Paradise this morning.
Yeah, it's my pleasure to be here again.
Alhamdulillah.
To share about the foundation with the people.
Thank you very much. Ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa tẹ́ ń wò wá nílé àti èyí tẹ́ ń gbọ́ wa káàkiri àgbáńlá ayé. Abalabi tí a gbé dé nsìn náà ni abalabi tí a gbé tí máa ń fi ọ̀rọ̀ jómitú ọ̀rọ̀ pẹ̀lú àwọn àlejò pàtàkì tá a bá gbé wá sílé agodo. Àwọn bàbá wa Al-Hajj Musbauddin Ismail tí wọ́n jẹ́ ọ̀gá nípa ìmátọ̀pinpin àti ìmáṣe àgbéyẹ̀wò àwọn ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ìgbìyànjú tí Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation tí wọ́n ń ṣe láti fi ṣe kí ni fi ṣàánú gbogbo ọmọ Nàìjíríà tó ń bá ní bùkátà kan àbí mìíràn. Ní òwúrọ̀ yìí ohun tá a fẹ́ gbéyẹ̀wò náà ni àwọn ìgbìyànjú tí Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation tí wọ́n ṣe fún àwọn ọmọ pàápàá jùlọ àwọn ọmọ òrukàn tí bàbá ò sí láyé mọ́ ṣùgbọ́n tí ó ṣe pé ìpèníjà àti tẹ̀síwájú nípa ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀kọ́ wọn ó jẹ́ ìṣòro kan tó tóbi fún wọn. Àwọn bàbá wa wọ́n á tàn mọ́lẹ̀ sọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn ìbéèrè tí a máa bi wọ́n. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí n tẹ́ ti mọ̀, ẹ̀rọ wa ti ṣí sílẹ̀ báyìí, aláǹfààní láti lè pè wọlé láti lè bá wa dá sétò yìí tàbí láti lè bi wá ní ìbéèrè nípa ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwọn nǹkan tí ìgbìmọ̀ Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation tí wọ́n ń ṣe. Nọ́mbà wa ò tí yí padà, òun náà ni 0811-819-3603. To Alhaji Musbau, from the field report we have just watched, I want you to tell our viewers and our listening audience what actually informed this initiative, Orphans, Indigents Education Support Program that Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation has put in place, and why particularly this initiative?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Looking at what the foundation hopes to achieve, to care for the less privileged. And
please let us take this number. Hello, the number has been disconnected, sorry.
So the care for the less privileged. And we felt one of the most challenged people are those who doesn't have fathers, especially the widows who don't have husband and their children, the orphans. Then the indigent ones in the society. So education being a very important value that you can give to somebody. It is said that it is best to teach somebody to fish rather than be given fish. So we felt education is something you can give that can impact in life for a long time and for prosperity. And that is why the care for the orphans and the indigent is very important to us. More so in Islam. Care for orphans and indigent is highly valued by Islam. The Prophet described whoever take care of the orphan to be like this with him in paradise. So we felt to care for the orphan is very important. Then education is one of the best legacies you can give to somebody that can sustain him and many generations to come. And that is why we put together Orphan and Indigent Education Support, OIS, to be able to cater for this set of people. And we felt when these people are taken care of, then society will be at peace. Because the children disturbed in society today are those who don't have access to education as a result of one problem or the other. And that is why the foundation valued this project, and it's one of our most important projects that we don't joke with.
Thank you very much for that insight. I also want you to tell the listening audience and our viewers, how does Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation identify genuine beneficiaries across different communities? That's the first part of my question. The second part of this question is, again, what measures are being put in place to ensure fairness, accountability, and transparency throughout the process?
Yes, this is very important because there are a lot of people with so many fake stories. the first thing we do is to look for this set of people through our trusted individual in society, the imams, the society leaders that are trusted. Then we also ensure that whoever claims to be an orphan, then we must be able to have access to proof that the father is late, either through the mother or people in the community who can vouch that this child is an orphan and is in need.
Let's take this call, please. Hello? Hello? You are online? Hello? Hello? Yeah, please tell us your name. Hello? We can hear you. Please go ahead.
How are you?
We are fine, thank you.
Good. I'm calling you from Gusau, Zamfara State.
Oh, wow. Thank you very much. How is Zamfara State this morning?
Fine. My name is Ambassador Ibrahim Chidu.
MashaAllah.
I would like to congratulate our guests on the program.
Thank you very much.
My friend Sheikh Abdullah and Ms. Bauddin.
MashaAllah.
Thank you.
And I would like to commend all their efforts and exactly what they are doing around Nigeria, especially through the Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation levels. And I think it's very commendable. And all what they have been doing has helped a lot.
Thank you very much.
In trying to save the lives of orphans, giving them education, through Zakat and water programs.
Thank you very much.
I think that organization is one of the best organizations in Nigeria.
Alhamdulillah.
And hopefully, inshallah, internationally, because the mission is clear and the vision is also clear.
Thank you very much for this comment.
I think I'm happy to be part of this program today.
Alhamdulillah.
Even though I'm not hearing you very clearly, that's why I say let me join and greet your effort. And thank you most sincerely for what you are doing.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. God bless. We really appreciate your call. Thank you very much. Yeah, so sorry for that break. So you were trying to explain the other side of it. Now, what measures you put in place to ensure fairness, accountability, and transparency?
Yes, apart from ensuring that we get these children from trusted hands, we also go to do the due diligence to ensure that whoever we are picking is in need, is an orphan, and is also in school. This particular, I'm happy that somebody that called is from Zamfara, because it's one of the states where we have children we are supporting. We have about 25 children we are supporting in Zamfara State. About 2 of them have finished secondary school and they are in our institution. It was through the effort of one of our fathers, a trusted person who keep on monitoring the progress of the children. And that's the other aspect that we do. We don't just give. We also follow up to ensure that the child is in school and is doing well. And that is why we request for their reports at every term, interact with the school authority. And we don't just give and leave you to the end. And we also follow up to ensure that things are done properly.
Thank you very much. We are sorry, because of time, we may not be able to take other calls. The calls are just coming in. I just want to ask you this last question. That many individuals, many corporate organizations, even including government, parastatals, or agencies, may wish to participate in this laudable initiative. So how can they join if they actually want to reach out to Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation?
The first thing is to reach out to us in our office. That's why we have the lines. Then also to interact with us on our website or through the social media. We have lists of orphans in our database. And recently we are uploading them on the website so that you can even pick a child. And we call it pick a child for support. You can pick a child or 2 or 3. Say you want to support them maybe annually for their school fees, their stipends. And that is why we put all these things out. We also write to individuals, companies that they can use their CSR, corporate social responsibility, to support the orphans. And we received some support from individuals recently, as well as corporate organizations like Lotus, who gave us some money to support orphans.
Thank you very much. Like we've heard from the horse's mouth, there are so many of these indigents and orphan children who can continue to achieve their dreams and become a useful persons tomorrow, not only to themselves, their family, but to our blessed country, Nigeria, by joining hands with Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation, or to pick a child that you can sponsor to ensure that the child, passes through all the processes and the steps of acquiring qualitative education. This is how far we can go on to this episode because of time. I want to sincerely thank Alhaji Misbauddin Ismail, who is the head of the Monitoring and Evaluation Unit of Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation, as well as all the hands behind the scene and working to ensure that Path to Paradise is the light of the day. I remain yours sincerely, Dr. Abdullah Shuaib, saying that at Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation, we do not discriminate on the basis of religion, ethnicity, tribe, or race. But what we know best to do is to continue to humanize humanity. Keep investing in where it matters most, that is Path to Paradise. See you next week, same dialing station, Lagos Television. I remain yours sincerely, Dr. Abdullah Shuaib, saying, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
Eyes for Allah, nothing but Allah. Ba is the beginning of Bismillah. Ta is for taqwa, bewaring of Allah. And Tha is for thawab, a reward. Ja is for Jannah, the garden of paradise. Ha is for Hajj, the blessed pilgrimage. Kha is for Khatem, the seal of the prophethood given to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Da is for Deen, al-Islam, religion with Allah since time began. That is for dhikr, remembering Allah, and rise for the month of Ramadan.